Okay. Hello. Hello. Good morning. Um, I like to say good morning and good afternoon and good night to all my friends around the world. This morning I woke up at 04:45. That's a crazy time to wake up in the morning. However, it did allow me a good amount of time just to engage with a few friends over in Thailand and in Australia. So it's afternoon and early evening where you guys are now. So a big shout out to John Gardner. Um, his friends know him as Chesty, but he's a great guy. Never met the fella, but he's a great guy. And to my very good friend Katie Gordon out in Brisbane. Missed seeing her for a couple of weeks. We were on a mastermind group together, and her smiling face always makes me happy. So big shout out to you guys, and hello to you guys over in the Caribbean, and to my family and friends over in New York and in Florida. For everybody here in the UK, you guys over in Spain, Germany, Finland, Sweden. I got told off for not mentioning so many people last time. The guys over in Iceland, South Africa, Botswana, Nigeria, Ghana, and Gambia. Yeah, I remember you all this time. And to my friends over in Thailand. Oh, and I've got a couple of new friends in India. Two guys. Good afternoon, good evening. So in India, Thailand, Malaysia, and Singapore. And to you guys over in Australia, it's a very good night to you guys. So I'm in the office today. Um, I was due to be launching a online course today at 2 p.m. That's another 3 hours from now, and I'm so far from finishing that it's not going to happen. I mean, some of you all know that last year I was pivoting my business so that I'd be doing more speaking on stage, selling from stage, my coaching, my experience. And a lot of those speaking events got cancelled because of COVID-19, etc. So at the beginning of June, I was due to be in Iceland. That obviously was cancelled. There's very little chance of me being able to get to Thailand for the end of July. So I've been able to convert all of these talks into online courses. And what I've learned since the beginning of March is that to do a proper online course and to do it well takes time to create it. You can't just slap it together. It's not a quick process. So I've been working like a crazy person, just trying to get this all together and certainly putting a time stamp on things for me for this Sunday. Then the last 2 weeks, I've been counting down the days and working 12 to 14 hours a day, 6 days a week. I'm working part time on the seventh day of the week just to try and get this all done. But whilst I've got the front end done and I've got the back end done, I've got the bit in the middle doesn't join it together. So I've still got a bit of technical work to do, and then I've got a lot of content that I need to reduce into writing and create some videos and put them into the course. So that said, I'm still working on it, but 2 o'clock launch today is not going to happen. Hopefully, though, by this time next week, by another week that's passed, it'll be ready. I'll have to do some marketing so that you guys are aware, and that course then will be ready for next week. So one of the things I wanted to talk about today was the passage of time, because last Thursday morning I calculated that I'd got 76 hours to launch from the Thursday morning until 2 p.m. today, Sunday. And 76 hours, I thought, wow, that's easy. I'll get it done in that time, no problem whatsoever. But in reality, 76 hours is not a lot of time, because when you take out time for sleeping, eating, and pooping, literally you don't have 76 hours. I also did a presentation on Friday night. to do that presentation took me somewhat 3 or 4 hours to format it beforehand and to actually do the presentation as well. So that took some time out again. So my 72 hours effectively worked down to about 30 hours working time to get the course done. And quite clearly, that hasn't been enough time to get the job done for today's launch. So time is one of those things that moves on mercilessly. You absolutely have no choice about what happens with it. It just moves on. So it's like you use it or you lose it. And that's really one of the things I wanted to point out today about time just moves on really, really quickly. You think you've got time to do these things, and then you realize time's passed you by. But you've got to keep going. You've got to put a time schedule on things. You've got to make yourself realize that if you've got something to do, you need to get on and get it done. Now, all that said, I need to shout out to my wife because tomorrow is our wedding anniversary. So I had planned to obviously get the course finished, launched it, and that means I would have Monday off and Tuesday off as 2 family days. We've been married 35 years tomorrow, and when I leave the office today, I shall call into a garage, a petrol station, and I shall get some flowers and a card, and I'll see. We'll see how that goes. Also, a shout out to my beautiful daughter, my firstborn. It's her birthday as well tomorrow, so her birthday is on our wedding anniversary, and I won't be a gentleman, and I'll be a gentleman. I won't tell you how old she is, but suffice to say that we've been married 35 years, and my daughter came along 2 years after we married. So work it out for yourself. Now, yeah, I'm going to get into trouble for that. I am so going to get into trouble for these things. That said, time. It passes really very quickly. So if there's anything I can do to help you in organizing either your work or your life in getting things done, obviously just give me a shout. And if you feel that you want to be part of the Kingmaker group, which is where all my new stuff, all my best stuff goes to first, then obviously just give me a shout. I'll get you in the group and you see all my new stuff as it happens. So in the meantime, I shall say good morning, good evening, and good night. And I'll see you again next Sunday. Bye-bye now.